This is a really beautiful and peaceful energy that I felt immediately when I tapped into your reading. And I can see that there was something that you were holding on to, and it was something that was really unfulfilling, basically. And you felt quite lost. It's giving the vibes of a nagging Nancy, somebody that was wearing a mask, and that really made you kind of think and reflect on the matter. And I'm not sure whether this is something that you already started doing, but I can see that you've started or are starting to or are guided to begin to pour into yourself with this butterfly charm here. And it says on it, create for you. So it has something to do with your own creative endeavors. So let's go step by step. And let's ask first, what is it that has been lost? And immediately I see the death card over here. It was something that happened rather quickly, this loss. And there was some sort of arguments and quarrel. And I assume that this must have been with this negative Nancy. And you feel like you've invested a lot of work in this. And you were kind of blindsided. I mean, you didn't really see this coming, basically. And you started to set up boundaries, and through this discomfort of this process, it's like you attained a newfound wisdom. Maybe that was this peace. Yeah, and I'm seeing the devil over here, something or somebody that kept you chained. Maybe somebody that gave false promises of some kind. Somebody that pretended to be kind of this wonderful, steady, stable person that appeared like they had so much to offer. But it seems to me that this was kind of a mask in itself. A mask of somebody who was manipulative, of somebody who made false promises, or, you know, like the devil says, you know, like he can make a wish come true. But, you know, the consequences of that wish always come with things that we don't really want. So I'm curious to see a bit more about this negative Nancy. Interesting, I almost said that, which makes me think that this person was probably somebody that was pretty negative in their mind state. It was somebody that had a lack mindset, you know? And it's almost like the tower had to hit, basically, for it to be revealed that this Knight of Cups wasn't really much of a Knight of Cups. It wasn't somebody that was going to emotionally fulfill you. It wasn't that love that you were, you know, seeking for. And I see dogs here. Dogs might be significant loyalty. The loyalty wasn't really present. Maybe this person was unfaithful. And all of these promises that they made of kind of bringing that sense of stability abundance, emotional fulfillment all came crashing down. And I see that you've had to walk away, or if you haven't, maybe this is something that you're considering to do. And what I'm seeing here is that you're starting to really pour into your own cup, into your own emotional fulfillment, into that ability to be in tune with your emotional world, with your unconscious world, and really find the gems in there. And with it, really finding fulfillment. Maybe that's within your own family, or your children, or just your own life in general. And I can see that you, whether you haven't, you will prevail over this heartbreak that has happened. And I can see that this person might still be coming through, or if it isn't a person, this is a collective reading. I mean, it's not necessarily love, it could be a job offer, for example, that also broke your heart, but I'm seeing heavy love here, so I'm not gonna try and deny that, So if you're here, I'm pretty sure that's why you're here. If not, you've probably clicked off already. And I'm seeing that this person, this negative Nancy, they really want it, They really want it to show up as the emperor and as somebody, that creates like a harmonious relationship with you, They did want to, and they wanted to bring something of value to you. They wanted to be kind of the best version of themselves deep down. But really, what they showed up as was this kind of volatile energy. A volatile energy that's very fast moving, but that's kind of aggressive. I mean, even this sword, interesting. I was gonna say even this sword looks kind of scared. So I don't really know what that means. But even this horse looks a bit scared, like what the hell is happening? A volatile energy. So I have to ask, like, why didn't this person show up as the version of themselves that they wanted to be? And I'm seeing here is that they kind of weren't really capable to have the strength within themselves to do the work and go within and transmute those energies, They didn't really know how to pour into themselves. And instead they used trickery, lies, and manipulation to try and get that. But of course that didn't work, and you saw it, or you're seeing it now. Because you have a really strong sense of intuition. And I can see here with this Lover's card, like what's really standing out to me is this kind of angel-like figure, that kind of decides on what love will work, what love is only karmic, what love is bound to stay, and what love is bound to be a lesson. And it's funny because I saw a red light earlier just above my head, and I'm not sure if that's actually showing on camera. But I'm seeing with that you are finding a really grounded perspective on all of this. You are seeing things from a very grounded place. It's like you're not kind of, not trapped, but you're not in that place of seeing things through fantasy or illusions. You're actually starting to see, or you have seen them as what they truly are. And you've seen through the trickery, the lies, and the deceit. You know? And I can see that you are beginning to celebrate that. And to kind of be proud of the things that you have going for you. You know? I don't know why, but I have this sense to talk a little bit about this aspect, that maybe you were kind of the provider in this relationship. You know, and now you see in any way. It doesn't need to be in a material way. It could be in a psychological way. It could be in a nurturing way. But I am seeing pentacles here, so which could relate to abundance of any kind, really. But I'm seeing finances as well. And it's like you've had to work really hard for that. And I'm seeing now actually you're reaping those rewards, and you're starting to see how stable you are within yourself. And it's like it's a new, fresh start. And there might be fears in relation to this, you know, things that you're not really seeing coming because you don't know what is gonna happen. And I mean, that's what it's causing you, is to basically have some fears over what the future might bring. But you know, in this moon card, what's really standing out to me is the fact that there is a path that is carved out for you. And there's nothing to be afraid of, you know? You just need to follow the yellow brick road, and that is your yellow brick road. And yeah, I can see you that you're walking away from this situation into a place of building even more strength for yourself and true fulfillment outside of these binds, this period in which you felt so trapped, where you felt like you couldn't see where you were going. And Spirit is saying, you know, that time period is over, and mental clarity is coming in for you. And yes, this whole change might feel frightening, but it's bringing in new mental agility, a new mental capacity, the way that you kind of see the world, the way that you frame your past experiences. That's what's really gonna help you and is helping you to find that harmony. And the cards are bringing me back to, you know, pouring into your dreams. Pouring into your dreams. Because this change and this walking away was something fated. And now I am feeling called to take this other deck. Let's see. Let's see. What is it that you're currently not seeing? What is it that you're currently not seeing about this entire process? Yeah, it's like you are maybe trying to control things, to make particular outcomes happen, But Spirit's guidance is to let go and to trust the process, because you're already on the right path. You just need to follow that road that you sense with your intuition, because your intuition is speaking volumes. To go deep within yourself and to know that whatever is happening right now, even though it might feel painful, it's what's fated for you. It might not be the life that you thought was going to happen. And maybe a foundation that you built came crumbling down. But it's almost like that foundation had to come crumbling down because it wasn't solid. And now life is almost like redirecting you back to your main path. It's like this was a side quest, you know? This was a side quest. And now you're being rerouted back to the main part of the game. To what's meant for you truly. And I would like to know a little bit more about this peace that you're sensing at the moment. I mean, what is this peace that you're feeling right now? Yeah, it's like you've learned your lessons now, you know? You've learned the lessons that this situation brought upon you. And you've kind of, even though it was really hard and challenging and difficult to deal with a person like this, that might have been controlling, that might have been telling you how to live your life, that would be relentlessly kind of be jealous. I'm getting the sense of jealousy and cutting off your freedom, you know? Being manipulative. It's all of these things that kind of helped you learn really important lessons in life. I'm curious, what are these lessons? What are these lessons? Well, there's a lot of lessons. And yeah, and these lessons were about having boundaries with people, firmer boundaries. They were about, you know, not taking on other people's burdens. They were about who actually are the right people for you. They were about your past traumas, your upbringing, and seeing maybe how that reflected in this person. They brought you closer to spirit, and maybe some new spiritual abilities came online. And they taught you how to really listen to yourself and see yourself as the main guide of your life, rather than, you know, having somebody else dictate how to live. They taught you how to really look within and really see what it is that you need, what it is that you want. And they brought you home, back home to yourself. And this was a profound, profound healing. And I'm curious now. I would like to know what it is that you're creating, you know? What it is that you're creating, where is it that all of this is leading to? So let's take some more charms for this. What it is that you're creating. Yeah, and I get this little charm with I love sewing. So it's definitely a creative project of some kind. Maybe something that has to do with your hands. And where is this leading? It's leading to a place of abundance, great abundance, with this big barrel with grapes in it. A place of great abundance. That's where you're going now. Because you've really, this little don't know what this is called in English, but that thing that you use to kind of twist, what are they called? Oh yeah, I'm really big in maintenance. Twist those little round things, you know, to kind of make them tight. And that's because what I'm trying to say is because you've kind of made certain things, and I'm getting this word airtight. It's like the shit can't come back in anymore. I was gonna say fixed, but the word is airtight. And it's interesting. Now I'm getting another sewing machine that says singer on it. So you could be a singer as well, you know? Interesting, but I think, you know, probably might not get something too specific about it. So yeah, tell me a bit more, Spirit, about where is this leading them to? And the truth is that it's not really clear. Spirit won't tell where this is leading to. What Spirit is saying is that you should just follow your intuition and that the path will guide you. And I think there's something here that is part of the lesson, the not knowing where it's gonna lead you, but simply enjoying the journey, you know? And it has to do with leadership, whether that is a leader for others or whether that is the leader simply in your life. If you might have not had somebody to lead you in your life while growing up, it's like you're learning now how to lead yourself. Yeah. It's definitely giving the vibes of learning how to pour into yourself rather than expecting others to do so. It's definitely giving abandonment wounds, anxious attachments, and you're healing all of that. And you're birthing something new. And you're an individual that has really beautiful and special gifts that this world truly needs. And it's like you're now finally stepping into that time period where you're kind of fulfilling that soul mission, you know? Yeah, and you're in a period of integrating all of that knowledge and wisdom that you've attained. Curious, I'm now suddenly getting really tired. And like my throat's hurting a bit, which is curious. So this whole process might be feeling exhausting, might be giving you headaches as well. So it's not an easy process, you know? But Spirit is kind of urging you to, you know, to keep on walking this path, even if you might feel tired, even if you might feel exhausted, to just continue doing that and to allow yourself to blossom as your true self, because you are on the right path. Interesting. And now I'm looking at this painting that I've made, and it's making me think that also painting could be significant. And I just feel like there is something else that needs to come out here. So let's see here. What else? I've made these little notes with words. Yeah. It says perfect alignment. You're in perfect alignment. You are in perfect alignment, my dear, right now. So just keep on going. take the time to cleanse your own energy as well. I think that's quite important here, to kind of do that often. You can do that with crystals, with Palo Santo, with energy healing if you know how to do it. There's many YouTube videos on the matter, people that do it for you. And yeah, this is a new beginning, my dear. A beautiful and wonderful new beginning that you've made happen yourself by letting go of a very difficult energy. And you are in perfect alignment now, even though at times you might feel tired. Keep on going, keep on pouring into yourself, keep on pouring into that creative dream that you have. And trust that the path is leading you to exactly where you need to be. I'm sending you a lot of love. You've got this. Trust your own intuition. I'm hearing, no, I gotta know something else. Like, no. Okay, what else? I'm hearing, what is gonna happen? I mean, I don't think Spirit wants to reveal that exactly. I think what Spirit is saying here is that that's part of the journey. You not knowing what exactly is gonna come out of this, but simply going through the process of pouring into yourself, pouring into your creativity, and allowing for that to unfold itself. But let's see if we get anything else. I hear, yeah, I also sometimes want to know. Let's see. Spirit, what is it that's gonna happen out of this? I mean, yeah, we've already seen it a bit, right? There's gonna be some sort of financial abundance coming out of this, a hidden gem, and you're marching straight towards it. And it's gonna be something harmonious, something that is gonna bring you a lot of strength and freedom, pride for what you've achieved. And there's gonna be a lot of offers coming your way for whatever it is that you're creating, you know? So you just need to keep on going, and it will be auspicious, you know? So yeah, that's what I can tell you. Can't tell you more. And I mean, what I can say as well is that through this process you will find newfound emotion. But I do think that what you're trying to create and manifest according to this is going to come true, you know? So there's no need to worry about it that much. Try to focus on enjoying the process, because that's the thing that's gonna help you actually persist through it. Because I'm wondering, is this gonna be a quick thing that's gonna happen, a quick result, or is it gonna take some time, Spirit? Is this gonna be quick, or is it gonna take some time? Interesting. I think this is something that might, take some time and kind of catch you by surprise, And this might be bringing fear. So you might need to find something else that's gonna help you balance out this energy of fear. And I guess that depends. What is it that could help you balance out this energy of fear that you have about it not working out? I think It's taking some sort of initiative and making some sort of an offering. And just continue to do that. Continue to submit that project. Continue to show it to others until you are victorious eventually, you know? And I'm not seeing, and do it, continue doing it in an honest way. Don't start using trickery or something like that in order to get this done. And yeah, Spirit is not really telling me anything about timing. Spirit doesn't want to tell me anything about timing, so I cannot say that. And sometimes that's also for a reason, you know? So the whole point is to just continue. All right. I wish you all the best of luck. You've got this. You're on the right path. So just keep on going. Please like this video if you've come until here, because that means you've obviously liked it. Please subscribe to the channel because it helps me greatly for these readings to be sent to exactly those that might need it. And I'm sending you a whole lot of love. You've got this, and I'll see you in the next one.